Welcome back. In this section, we just learn only lambda functions. But before we start lambda function, we also do some revision of a function again. Lambda function dot py. So I will just do everything over here. How do we write a function? Do we write a function? I think by now everybody's familiar with functions. So you need the def word and then name of a function, right? This is a placeholder. You can call it any name, and you need a parenthesis. This parenthesis may have a parameter, parameter 1, param1, param2, or it may not. First, let's try without a parameter, okay? Then I can say print I am a function, and let's run this file. And if you run it, you don't see anything, nothing, because why? You tell me, guys.
I have to call the function.
Yes, it has to be called. Function should be called to use it. As you can see, yeah. Now I'm a function. Let's call this one instead of name of a function, greet people, greet people. Okay, and then I may pass name of the person we want to greet. Then instead of I'm a function, I can say this hi, and then I can say the name over here. Then if I change this to also greet people, and let's greet Sabine, and it should say hi Sabine. Okay, let's greet Tommy. Just change this to Tommy, and it should say hi Tommy. And you can make use of this 100 times or 1,000 times. It doesn't really matter. Susie or Susil, and again Johan. Great. How about if these names were actually in a list that we can use it differently? Okay, for name in list, for instance, Sabina, and then again Tommy, and again Susil, and again Johan. Actually, we can greet these people and then greet people, and then while we are iterating through the loop, and we pass the name. And let's see. Have you seen? Yep. Let's just comment this out for the time being, and let me show you. Greet people is not defined. What? Yeah, so sometimes, as you can see, we managed to loop through and also greet every of them. Great, but how is a lambda function looks like if you are familiar with other programming language, especially JavaScript? A lambda is similar to anonymous function, a function without name. So let me show you how it looks like. Okay, let's comment this out for the time being. And now you need the word lambda. And then you can say x. What do you think the purpose of this function, guys? You tell me. Actually, this function and this function is the same. Def make square x return. Oh, are you familiar with this function? Or is this function easy to understand for you? Yeah.
Yes, clear.
Yes. So this and this are the same. But this one doesn't have a name. So we have to store it. I have to say, maybe I can call this XYZ for the time being. So if I print XYZ, actually XYZ is a kind of a function now. Yeah, as you can see, it's a function. So if I just pass 2, it should actually give me 4 because, yeah, if I just pass like 10, it should give me 100. Have you seen? So now this is actually a function, but it doesn't have name. Since it doesn't have name, I gave it a name here. So make square is much better name, right? So I can change this to also make square. Okay, but sometimes, for instance, how do we pass different arguments? X, Y, Z, yeah, x squared plus 2 times y plus z. Now I want you the value of, if I pass this, what are you expecting? What's the value of this? Yes, 14, because as you can see, 2 squared, 4, 3 times 2, 6, 6 and 4, 10. And then this will be just summed up, 14. How about this? 10, and then again 10, and then again 10. You tell me this.
Something 100.
130.
Yes, 130, but the name doesn't make sense anymore, right? This function is doing quite a lot of things, right? Some kind of just linear equation or quadratic equation or something, right? So this is lambda function. So lambda function is a function. You need to have the word lambda and the different parameters, and you just return the value like this. Yeah, great. We have finished lambda function. Okay, so maybe when do we use this? Sometimes when we don't want to use the function over and over again, we need a lambda function, especially with higher order functions. Yeah. Maybe I can show you some use cases. For instance, but I think if I use, it doesn't make sense. I will show you how we can use lambda functions when we learn higher order functions together. So now let's just stop the lambda functions over here. Okay, great.